Hey. Oh my god, dude. I'm looking a little rough. Looking a little rough. Not gonna lie. I'm getting ready to go um do my normal daily walks and whatnot in about 75 to 93% humidity on any given day, and the temp has fallen to 74.7, which we know is relatively accurate because there is no sun today. I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to be like wah, 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 but really, this is Pennsylvania summer. It is rain, and then it's humidity, and then when the dew point, everything reaches the breaking point, then it's rain, then it's thunderstorms, it's high temps, low temps, it's all over the place. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Today I am here to talk about jobs because I haven't had one for a while, and there's a reason. There's a couple different reasons. First of all, my I've always had like a part-time job, which is just for like rent, fallback security, consistency. That was the reason why I usually worked 1 to 2 part-time jobs, just to make sure it's like I know if I just show up and do my shit and go home, I'm gonna get a paycheck every 2 weeks. We think. Um, but I had a few jobs where they were skimming from us, and so I started to just rely completely on my side hustles, which is my art. I do music, I bake gluten-free desserts, and I don't really make money from writing that much. I used to. I write, I paint. I haven't sold any paintings for a while. And there's a reason for all of this. Like I said, somebody just doesn't want me to have a goddamn thing. Well, guess what, motherfucker? It's not up to you. It's not fucking up to you. I don't give a shit who you are. I really don't. But what's bothering me is like, okay, so everyone's up my ass, get a job, get a job, get a job. Okay, well, first of all, let's discuss, which I've already touched on. I do have disabilities and limitations. Last year, it got to the point where, and it goes up and down. That's the nature of my disease. So sometimes I'm very limited. Sometimes I'm at my full capacity, which still has limitations. But I am able to work certain jobs if there is an opening. But so that's been something that, like, I'll go and look at the job, and then when you get to the very bottom, it's like, oh, must be able to push pull 50 pounds. And it's like, that's not me. I have issues with my arms, and I'm not supposed to do a lot of weight bearing shit with my arms because of my reconstruction surgery, and I will possibly need more surgeries. So then my abilities will go down again. So, and my last employer was a real dick. They basically just waited until I had one no call, no show, because I was actually afraid to contact my bitch ass boss, and anyone really. After possibly being gassed at my place of employment, I didn't call, so they fired me. And then they reminded me that I wasn't able to lift 25 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, I discussed that with my boss, and they said they would work with my limitations. And then they just got rid of me, and I'm like, fine, it's fine. Then they want me back, and I'm like, no. I mean, there better be some serious fucking incentive for me to come back to either one of those places. But I did enjoy my time there. Anyways, that's not my point. It's just part of why. What's really bothering me is that when I go into these headhunter apps and these career apps, it'll be like, I get the notification right away, like, oh, there's this job posted. As soon as I click, job is no longer open. And you're like, it's literally been fucking 3 seconds between the time that you notified me and the time that I go into my LinkedIn app and all of a sudden it's not there anymore. Come on. And that shit's been happening for a while. These are all things, by the way, that they want you to think like, oh, that happened to me and this is a coincidence. And yeah, these things happen, but not repetitively to the same person. I mean, come on. So there's that. That's been going on for literally like a year to 2 years. Every time I find a job I might qualify for, there's some kind of weird AI software component that I don't qualify for. And what's really funny is I'm a very fast learner. I'm sure I could pick any of that shit up faster than someone who actually has experience with it that might be mediocre at best at what they do, and that's fine. Go ahead and hire them. I don't care. Like right now, I'm just looking for part-time work for sustainability, and You know, I can't even find the kind of jobs that I used to have, which would be like, I called them like kicking it jobs, which is like jobs at a boutique or something where it's not hard labor. Like, yeah, of course you're stocking things, you know, but it's not physically challenging. Um, the most challenging part is dealing with like dumbass customers. I mean, whatever, you're gonna have that everywhere. So as long as there's people, there's gonna be a dumbass. So, you know, get over it and just try to be nice when you're working. Um, but anyways, I just think that shit's really annoying. And what's funny, you know, you really want to get into it with the people getting all political. Yeah, you're not wrong. Robots are taking people's jobs. Like, you are so not wrong. And, you know, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not helpful, sometimes, you know, whatever. It's all debatable. I don't really care about any of that shit. I just find it annoying that somebody's cock blocking everything in my life, my love life, my career, fucking with my friends, fucking with my family, any fucking networks I might have had. Oh, let me go in and talk mad shit and ruin your reputation, and so everybody hates you. And it's like, you know what, motherfucker? I cannot wait until everyone realizes who's been doing this shit the whole fucking time. And I can't wait till they turn on your ass, and I hope they expose all of your shit. That's all. You know? I'm literally just trying to work and get by, and somebody doesn't want me to do anything. Like anything. So I don't really know what to say about that. But my point is, jobs are going the way of AI and software, and it's stupid. There's only so much sustainability with that because I've already seen the future. I don't care what anyone says, call me crazy, whatever. A lot of this shit's gonna fizzle out, and then what then? What then? You know, you're gonna need people like me and other people who are able to rebuild things and problem solve. You know, I also find it interesting. I really shouldn't touch on this stuff. I just find it interesting. So fuck it. Let's talk about it for a minute. I find it interesting the patterns, like, you know, if you're in charge, you're still a human being, right? So I like to analyze people's behavior and their thought patterns and things like that. I find it interesting that somebody like Trump, it is Trump, but like, let's just say, you know, somebody in charge. I find it interesting that he could just bomb Iran and then like within 48 hours, honestly, I think it was within 24. It's like someone I used to date that's bipolar that basically would do the most fucked up shit, and then the next day, like, oh, I'm sorry, we need peace. It's like within 24 hours, he's like, yeah, it's time for peace. And it's like, yeah, what? Because you said so? Like, you literally just bombed people, and you're just expecting them to sit there and take it. Like, okay. But I just find it amusing. It's like, oh, problem solved. It's peacetime. And it's like, that's not how this shit works. But okay. So you got that. Then you got this weird electric vehicle mandate, which I find interesting. It's not a bad concept from the standpoint of pollution and fossil fuels sustainability. I get it. The problem is there aren't enough, like, people do not have charging stations at their homes, which you should if you have an electric car. I don't know why you wouldn't splurge for that. But you know, whatever. But like, there aren't enough charging stations for people to like travel safely. You know, there aren't enough mechanics who are really like well versed with electric cars to fix some of the diagnostic issues. Like, it really is a logistical issue. It's not that we don't like your electronic cars. You know, so I just find it interesting. Maybe just stick with a hybrid model for a while and try to ease people into it. But anytime there's a mandate, people are going to be mad. You know, I wouldn't want to be told that I have to do something. It's just not in my nature. I don't like rules. I don't like authority for the sake of authority. I just don't. So anyways, my point is, I am actually a very hard worker and I am a moneymaker. If you want to hire me, cool. If you're worried about my mouth, I'll sign an NDA depending on what it says. You know, I'm not going to sign a gag order not to talk about anything, but if there are things you want private, I'm able to keep my mouth shut. Like I said, I already told you guys, I'm not the snitch. I'm not. I literally just reported being poisoned and exposed to chemicals. Somebody else snitched, so, you know, whatever. That's on them. I don't give a shit. I'm just tired of being blamed for everything. Literally, every time I leave this house, I'm staying with family for now. I feel like until they kick me out again, but let's hope not. I'm staying with family, and I feel like, shit, I lost my fucking train of thought. That's annoying. Well, I'm sure I had a good point. It'll come up eventually. It's just one of those things where I feel like, you know, I'm just tired of everything being blocked. And, oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say every time I leave this home, something is vandalized or broken and I'm blamed for it. And I'm like, I wasn't even here. Like, I wasn't even here. Like, literally, I came back from being gone for not even like a full day. I came back and the toilet handle's broken. And I'm like, okay. You know, like the one day I left, I went to a friend's for an event or just to like celebrate my birthday. I can't remember which. I came back. No, it was way prior to that. My birthday's in July, by the way. I just happened to get some early gifts in June, which was really nice. And I'm very grateful. I went and did some fun stuff-ish with my friends and just fun stuff for myself. But yeah, I find it interesting. Whatever. Like I said, I'm just looking for work and I'm tired of being cock-blocked. You know, I'm tired of people saying I'm not a team player. That could not be further from the truth. I'm actually a really good team player. The problem is there's usually one or two dickheads on the team that don't want to cooperate. Or, like I said, I'm not going to work in a group setting where people take my ideas and patent them and profit from them. So you want a think tank, you know, then maybe you'll have everybody sign a contract where there's no way they can do that because I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of people just take, you know, not giving in return. These weird fucking Illuminati fucks with their fucking energy harvesting bullshit. Take, never give back. You know, ruin all the resources on the planet. Wah. It's the same fucking shit over and over again. So, whatever. I'm also, like I said, when I say borderline strike, it's because I really shouldn't be doing anything for these people, but I like to work. That's for myself. I haven't stopped looking, even though I've had limitations and I've been going through surgeries for a few years. I haven't stopped looking. I'm still looking for remote work. Literally, when I was like, I couldn't even move my arms, so that's the point after my double mastectomy, and I'm looking for remote work. But whatever, that's the kind of person I am. So yeah, anyways, I don't really have much more to say about that. I have shit to do. Just putting it out there that technically I'm self-employed, but I'm also unemployed technically. So if you want to throw me a bone, you need some help with anything, all you have to do is ask. But I am not going to respond to the take, especially take without my fucking knowledge behind my back. I don't appreciate that. I'll make sure you have no access to my energy. I'll make sure you have no access to anything that you want from me unless you come in and use your words and properly ask. That's all. Anyways, everyone have a good one, I guess. At least it's not Monday and it's not raining yet. It probably will. It's supposed to. So yeah, have a good one. Bye.